According to the CDC, 116 million, or nearly half of adults in the United States, have hypertension. This table shows the categories of blood pressure. Normal blood pressure is below 120/80. Systolic blood pressure between 120 to 130 is considered elevated blood pressure. Systolic blood pressure 130 or above or diastolic blood pressure 80 or above is considered hypertension. Blood pressure above 180/120 can be dangerous. If your blood pressure reaches this level, you should call your physician immediately. Hypertension increases the risk for heart disease and stroke. High blood pressure was the primary or contributing cause of over 500,000 deaths in the United States in 2019. Unfortunately, only 1 in 4 adults with hypertension have their blood pressure under control. Here, I will discuss how you can control your blood pressure with lifestyle changes. Aerobic exercises help lower blood pressure. People should get at least 150 minutes of moderate aerobic activity each week. 30 minutes of aerobic exercise most days of the week can lower blood pressure by 5 to 8 mm mercury. Running, jogging, walking, cycling, bicycling, swimming, dancing, etc. are some examples of aerobic exercise. Other activities include playing basketball or tennis, climbing stairs, mowing the lawn, raking leaves, etc. A healthy diet, such as the dietary approaches to stop hypertension or DASH diet, can lower your blood pressure by up to 11 mm mercury if you have hypertension. DASH diet is rich in whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and low-fat dairy products. It includes fish, poultry, beans, and nuts. It limits fatty foods such as fatty meats and full-fat dairy products. Reduction of sodium intake can reduce blood pressure by about 5 to 6 mm mercury if you have high blood pressure. The maximum recommended amount of sodium intake is 2300 milligrams, or 1 teaspoon of table salt a day. Since over 70% dietary sodium comes from eating packaged and prepared foods, understanding the nutrition facts label helps you select low-sodium foods and cut down the sodium intake. This is an illustration of a nutrition facts label. The daily values are reference amounts of nutrients to consume or not to exceed each day. The daily value for sodium is less than 2300 mg per day. The percentage daily value for each nutrient in a certain food indicates how much you will have if you eat 1 serving of this particular food. Use percentage daily value to determine if a serving of the food contains too much sodium. Choose foods with 5% daily value or less of sodium per serving. Avoid foods that have 20% daily value or more of sodium per serving. Pay attention to the total number of servings you eat or drink. The more servings you have, the more sodium you will get. Make sure to eat no more than 100% daily value of sodium cumulatively each day. In addition, understanding the nutrients claims is also very important in choosing low-sodium foods. For example, salt sodium-free foods means that the foods contain less than 5 mg of sodium per serving. Foods labeled as sodium-free, very low sodium, and low sodium are the preferred foods for low-sodium diet. Avoid or limit eating the salty 6 as identified by the American Heart Association. These 6 popular foods can add high levels of sodium to your diet. They are breads and rolls, pizza, sandwiches, cold cuts and cured meats, soup, burritos, and tacos. Instead, eat more home-cooked meals, like meals cooked from fresh ingredients and/or foods with no added salt. Reduce the amount of salt used in cooking. Remove the salt shaker from the table. Instead, consider seasoning your foods with spices, herbs, lemon, garlic, ginger, vinegar, and pepper. Consider using low-sodium or no-sodium salt. Molten light salt contains 50% less sodium as compared to the regular salt. 11 ounces of molten light salt costs about $2 at Walmart. No Salt Original does not have any sodium in it. It contains only potassium chloride. 11 ounces of this salt costs about $5 at Walmart. Because these salts contain potassium, check with your doctor if you need to be on a low sodium diet. In addition, avoid using the following foods: garlic salt, onion salt, MSG, soy sauce, etc. An increase of daily potassium intake to 3,000 to 3,500 milligrams through foods can drop blood pressure by 4 to 5 millimeter mercury in people with hypertension. Here are some foods that are rich in potassium: banana, beans, beets, broccoli, cantaloupe, etc. If you have severe kidney disease or take certain medications that may elevate potassium level, you should consult your provider to make sure you're not taking too much potassium. Blood pressure often increases with weight gain. Carrying too much weight around your waist is a risk factor for hypertension. Waist measurement greater than 40 inches in men and greater than 35 inches in women increases the risk of hypertension. Weight loss is effective for reducing blood pressure. It is estimated that your blood pressure drops by about 1 millimeter mercury with each kilogram or 2.2 pounds of weight loss. Drinking more than moderate amount of alcohol can raise blood pressure. It can also reduce the effectiveness of blood pressure medications. Here is the guideline on how much alcohol people should drink to minimize the health risks from alcohol drinking. According to the Dietary Guidelines for Americans 2020 to 2025, adults of legal drinking age can choose not to drink or to drink in moderation by limiting 2 drinks or less a day for men and 1 drink or less a day for women. Drinking less is better for health than drinking more. 1 standard drink is defined as any one of these: 12 ounces of regular beer, 8 to 9 ounces of malt liquor, 5 ounces of unfortified wine, 1.5 ounces of 80 proof hard liquor. Cigarette smoking increases blood pressure. Quitting smoking helps your blood pressure return to normal. In addition, quitting smoking can reduce your risk of heart disease and improve your overall health. In summary, lifestyle changes such as regular aerobic exercise, eating a healthy diet, losing weight, reducing sodium intake, increasing potassium intake, limiting alcohol drinking, and quitting smoking tobacco can all help reduce blood pressure.